Today, we're going to talk about the 7 levels of wealth, which one you're currently on, and exactly what it takes to climb to the next one. Most people die on the same financial level they were born into. And the worst part? Most of them never even realize it. They spend their entire lives stuck in survival mode, paycheck to paycheck, waiting for someday to finally feel financially safe. But financial freedom isn't one giant leap. It's a ladder. And that ladder has 7 levels. Some people never escape level 1, a few reach level 4, almost nobody reaches level 7. So the real question is, what level are you actually on right now? Because once you understand this system, you'll never look at money the same way again. Let's begin. This framework was popularized by author Grant Sabatier. At 24 years old, he had just $2 in his bank account. 5 years later, he became a millionaire. Not because he got lucky, because he understood something most people never do. Financial freedom is built in stages. Each level has a different mindset, a different financial reality, and a different goal. And until you escape one level, it's almost impossible to imagine the next. So as we go through these 7 stages, ask yourself one brutally honest question: am I actually here? Level 1, survival/clarity. The first level is the hardest, survival. This is where your income doesn't cover your expenses. Credit card debt keeps growing, minimum payments become normal, and interest quietly starts destroying your future. At this level, compound interest works against you. The same force that makes investors rich slowly traps you deeper into debt. And the goal here is simple: clarity. Because most people can't escape this level for one reason: they don't fully face reality. So grab a pen and answer these 3 questions honestly. How much do I actually earn every month? How much do I truly spend? And how much debt do I really have? Because until you see the numbers clearly, you're running in the dark, and nobody wins running blind. Level 2, self-sufficiency. This is where your income finally covers your lifestyle. You're no longer depending on credit cards, loans, family, or borrowed money to survive. The bank stops calling. Yeah, that sounds basic, but millions of people never even reach this point. So if you're here already, you've escaped the financial quicksand, but there's still a problem. You're only one crisis away from falling backward. One job loss, one medical bill, one emergency, and everything can collapse again. That's why level 2 isn't freedom, it's simply the beginning. Level 3, breathing room. This is where life starts feeling different. For the first time, money is left over after your essential expenses are paid, and that changes everything psychologically. Because now, you can finally build an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. That money is more than savings, it's peace of mind. If your boss fires you tomorrow, you don't panic. If your car breaks down, you don't instantly reach for a credit card. This is usually where people experience their first real feeling of financial relief. But there's another important decision here. Do you leave all that cash sitting in the bank while inflation slowly eats it alive? Or do you start investing it into real assets? Because remember, money sitting still loses value. Money invested intelligently has the chance to grow. And this is where many people begin building their first real wealth. Level 4, stability. At this point, high interest debt is gone, your emergency fund is fully built, and your investments are consistently growing. This is where many people build their first serious net worth, often their first $100,000. And according to legendary investor Charlie Munger, the first $100,000 is the hardest, because the beginning feels painfully slow. But once your investments become large enough, your money starts earning money on its own. That's the turning point. At an average 7% annual return, $100,000 can generate $7,000 per year without you lifting a finger. And for the first time, you begin understanding how wealthy people actually stay wealthy. Level 5, flexibility. This is where your investments become strong enough that you could stop working for a while and your life wouldn't collapse. Think about how powerful that is. You can quit a toxic job, move cities, take time off, start a business, or completely redesign your life. You're not fully financially free yet, But you've gained something almost as valuable: control over your time, and time is the most valuable thing money can buy. This stage is often connected to something called coast fire, meaning even if you stopped aggressively investing today, your current investments could continue compounding into retirement on their own. Level 6, financial independence. This is the level most people dream about. At this stage, your investments generate enough passive income to fully cover your living expenses. Working is no longer survival, it becomes a choice. This is where the famous 4% rule comes in. The idea is simple. If you've invested roughly 25 times your annual expenses, your portfolio may be able to support you for life. For example, if you spend $40,000 per year, a diversified $1 million portfolio could theoretically sustain that lifestyle long term. And here's the most important realization. Financial freedom is not just about making more money, it's also about needing less. Because the lower your expenses are, the less money you actually need to become free. Level 7, abundance, the final level. At this point, money is no longer a survival tool. It becomes a tool for impact. You can fund meaningful projects, help your family for generations, donate, build businesses, or leave a lasting mark on the world. Grant Sabatier once said, "Every dollar you invest today can buy you freedom tomorrow." But something fascinating happens at this stage. Many people eventually realize money itself is never enough. Purpose is. Because true abundance isn't about how much money you own. It's about what your money allows you to do. So now comes the most important question. Which level are you currently on? If you're in level 1 or 2, focus on escaping debt. Nothing else matters more right now. If you're in level 3, build your emergency fund and begin investing. If you're in level 4, stay patient and keep compounding. The first $100,000 is the hardest. And if you're already in level 5 or beyond, your journey becomes less about money and more about meaning. Most people fail financially for one reason. Not because they're stupid, not because they're lazy, but because they have no map. And you can't reach a destination if you don't even know where you are. So figure out your level. Focus on the next one. And remember, financial freedom doesn't happen overnight. But if you climb one step at a time, 5 years from now, you'll already be ahead of most people around you. So, what level are you on right now? Be honest. Let me know in the comments. And in the next video, we'll break down exactly how people move from level 3 to level 4 and build their first $100,000. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.